Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Park Golf TV. Summer's over, it's that time of year again where it looks like the greenkeepers are smashing up the greens and ploughing through them. What are the golfers thinking about this, Luke? What are they thinking that this is going on?
Well, it's a nightmare for the golfers. They're trying to squeeze as much as they can out the last part of the season before winter sets in, and it's obviously coursing downhill. But they're out there putting holes in the greens. It's pet hate of golfers, but you just have to try and accept that it needs to be done. It's a bit hard to understand and accept at the time, but it needs to be done, sadly.
Well, since I've done a fair bit of the greenkeeping on our course myself, I've got a good understanding of why we do it. But we've also had Peter out there and myself working on the greens this week.
And I was as well, thank you.
You did a little bit, yeah, forgot about that. So we did a small video while we were out there just to show you an explanation of what we're doing and why it gets done.
Okay, this is a short video just to tell you about autumn renovations that you may see on other golf courses. A typical autumn renovation programme will consist of scarifying, which is the removal of thatch. This is a core of thatch here. You can see it's all fibre. When it gets to over half an inch, it can become problematic. On these greens, we have got them at 2 inches. So we have to do an additional treatment called hollow coring. Hollow coring will remove a greater depth of thatch down to 4 inches, depending on your machine. When we take the core out, we clean the greens, and then the holes are filled with a sand called top dressing. We work the sand into the holes, and that dilutes the thatch layer. If you keep doing this over time, you'll end up breaking the thatch down, but it is a long process. So we do it at this time of the year because it's coming out of the playing season and you've still got a bit of warmth before October and November, when the temperatures can drop away quite quickly. So we need a bit of recovery when we're doing this type of work. So when we have nice dry conditions for doing our top dressing, we use something called a lute, and we work the sand back and forth to fill all the tine holes. This acts as a plant pot for any seeds that we are going to overseed the greens with after. It gives the seed a little bit of protection. So we hope you understand that when we do this type of work, we're not out to destroy the greens or ruin a golfer's day. It's very essential work, and it does make a big improvement to the greens for the following year.
Right, so hopefully you can get from that a bit of an understanding of why we need to do the work on the greens, and that it is for the good of the ground and also the golfer. And with the light we've got left in the year, it's just imperative that it's done now. Speaking of getting towards the end of the year, it's when a lot of people come towards the end of their playing season in September. What should we be looking at doing now, Nick?
We should start preparing for next season. Everyone's always looking to improve their swing. Now would be a great time not to just start working swing, but before you get to that point, you want to set yourself a goal. So try and have a little think about what you want to change in your golf game, what parts you don't like, or what you can do with improving, and set yourself goals between now and the start of next season, where you try and work towards improving, your swing, what part of your swing you don't like.
Knowing your numbers.
Yeah, knowing your numbers, getting those in for next year. I say winter time, obviously it's not great to to play out on the course, but it's a great time to get to work on your game and prepare yourself for the upcoming season next year. It's, soon upon you, the next season. But it's again, set yourself small goals for each month, if you like. Try and set one for November, December, January, and again you'll get there easily. That's the way to practice. It's not just I'm going to change the swing this year, go to the range a few times, thinking you work on it. That's not the way you're going to improve it. Even if you can only do 3 or 4 visits a month, it's more than enough to improve yourself. We start to see quite an influx of golfers this time of year. Obviously the nights are drawing in, so they can't go to the practice ground. you've got to get out of the habit, which they all tend to do here, of just pounding golf balls away. That's not practice whatsoever. It really is not beneficial for your game. Hitting 100 balls without much thought and thinking that's practice really isn't. You've got to understand.
Especially 100 balls to the driver.
Yeah, especially 100 balls to drive, which is the most common thing we see. That really is just doing you no good whatsoever. I keep going on about this point, but it's the only thing that holds golfers back. It's just the way they think. It's not so much their capability; it's the fact how they approach the game. Mentally is that's where everyone's faults lie. So make the most of your winter.
Okay. In last week's video, well, sorry, actually 2 weeks ago now, we were asking how often do you practice and also play. There's a lot of people coming in and telling us that, well, what the link seems to be is that the more people practice, the better they are on the things they practice in their game. You can see who's getting the most benefit from it. So this week's question, we want to know who actually does use the driving range over the winter, or who is just a fair weather golfer. Just be interesting to see. Just put your comments below and the YouTube, well, below this video. And yeah, that's the question for this week. Next week you'll be in Ibiza.
Yep.
Will you be doing a Park Golf TV from there, or are we going to?
I'm not sure if I'll have the time.
No, you don't think so?
No, I might be in bed.
Well, the week after, I think I'm staying in a golfing resort in Portugal, so I may do a Park Golf TV on tour from there. We'll see how that goes. So that's all done for this week, isn't it?
Yeah, and don't forget, if you're coming down to the range, we've got a nearest pin comp running up until the end of the month. We run it every month, but it's £2 a go for 4 shots, £100 first prize, so it's a great return on your money. You can get close to the flag. We run it each month. It's always worth popping down just for that if you like. And
it's a really cheap introduction onto seeing how the GC2 works, and now the launch monitor can help your game as well.
And it's only a short hole this month. It's only 91 yards, so there's plenty of chance to get close.
But a little bit windy. One thing I did forget to say is I did mention it as Peter's first time on video, and just before on our Facebook page, I put a link towards a link to the outtakes that we got out of that during the video. So
quite a few of those, wasn't there?
Yes, it was quite a good laugh that was. So I'll put a link up in the comments below or on the video somewhere to our Facebook page. So other than that, we shall see you soon.